All right, we are live. Good morning, beautiful. I hope all is well here. Good morning, the land of living. Welcome to day one of our 5-day journey as we're gonna dive into menopause and weight gain. I am Coach MalaikaBagoudou and I am here today so excited because we're gonna share some practical tips that you can actually implement and see amazing results. Okay, so I'm so glad you decided to join me. I know some of you will probably join me later on, but I am so glad that this session gonna mark the beginning of our exploration of into a topic that affects so many of us, and which is menopause and weight gain. And I know I'm not the only one. Okay, before we dive into, I do want to make set some intention for this week. Okay, and this week is very, lady, listen to me. Is this week is just full of a lot of implementation, and my prayer is that you listened, you watched the live to the end, so you can take those action because I know it's gonna work. Okay, for you. So as we're going to this week, we're gonna focus on understanding, empowerment, and funding simple, effective strategy that work for you personally. Not what work for somebody else, what work for your friend, your auntie, your mom, but what work for you. And I think in our journey, one thing that is missing is that personalized, if we approach. We all can find information online, right? A lot of information online, which information is great, but when information doesn't convert to transformation, what that's going to serve you. So this week, as you packing your journey, I do want you to be intentionally and pay attention because I'm giving you a lot of nugget this week. We're gonna have 5 days. We're gonna dive into 5 days, Monday to Friday. Just nothing else but about weight gain and how to reverse your body back to that size that you wanted. Because for me, being healthy comes different sizes. Somebody maybe they have maybe size 8 and they are good to go, and some people is 6, some people is 7, some people is 12, because of what? Our individual life. We are so different. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Did you know that nearly all, just a statement, really not so much of a question, but a rhetorical question, I would say, did you know that nearly 75% of women experience unwanted weight during menopause? Yeah, a lot of us, this is what happened. We feel like, a lot of us feel lost when it comes to targeting that or navigate this crucial stage of life. I don't know about you, but I have a lot of people. I'm talking to women all the time, and a lot of us is that particular phase that we are in, we just can't get off the hole. But guess what? Today, as you are embarking on this journey with me, we're gonna actually go into 5 days, discover that or uncover the truth about menopause and weight gain, and how you can reveal control of your personality. See, this is the thing. We all want to be in control of what we are eating, control of our body, control of this menopause thing, right? I don't know about you, but let me know. Click the, give me a thumbs up, okay? Let me know that you are watching. If you want to be in control of your body, okay, during this journey that we're going to go through, give me a thumbs up or a like, okay? What I like to interact when I'm talking. When I'm talking, I'm sharing information. It's make our brain can comprehend things very easily that way. So we wanna regain control with simple, personalized strategy, and I think that's what is missing in all of this thing that we're doing. A lot of us, when we go to menopause, we do not have anything that is personalized. We're all trying to get how they call it, cooking cutter. That's what they call it. Yeah, where you just use whatever everybody. Oh, maybe my friends say, oh, they're on this diet, it worked for them, so let me try that. But a lot of us, we find out that, oh, you're gonna realize that in menopause it's not the same. It's not the same as, oh, I'm having a headache. Okay, ibuprofen we do, because menopause is so unique on its own. Okay, so let's recap. Maybe somebody is watching us for the first time. I wanna give you things that we already talked about. So which is menopause? What is menopause? Maybe you ask yourself, I don't know if I'm menopause or not. I don't know what's going on. What the sign? When did I know that I'm in menopause? So let me just go ahead and define a basis definition of menopause, okay? Menopause is a natural biological process that typically occurs between the age of 45 and 55, which marks the end of a woman's reproductive year and is officially diagnosed after 12 consecutive months without a menstrual period. So what do you mean, Coach Malaika? So if you are still having cycle for 11 months, and then boom, before you hit your 12 month, your cycle came, you are now in menopause. That means you're still on perimenopause. Okay? So you have to go through the 12 consecutive months without period. Then the doctor will say you are finally on menopause. So this transition, what happens is that it brings a lot of cascade of hormone changes. So primarily, we have the decline of estrogen. Estrogen is like our friends on our reproductive years, okay? But once we hit 40s, going to 45, not so much anymore. Estrogen decline, and I also shift the progesterone. So the levels of estrogen and progesterone will dramatically change. This hormone play a crucial role. Not only that it helps us with our production years, watch this, it also regulated the metabolism, how we digest food, how you metabolize food, body composition, and overall well-being. So this hormone very crucial in our well-being. Now, how those hormone changes and what happened? What's the link between the hormone changes and the weight gain? I'm glad that you want to know. Okay, so let's dive into that. As we go to menopause, I have my notes, ladies, and I like to, when I'm talking, I like to hit those points. Okay, that's why I do research. As we go to menopause, the decline in estrogen lead to several changes in your body composition. Okay, estrogen help maintain muscle mass. Okay, and also regulate the fat distribution. When level drop, this is what happened to your body. When your estrogen level drop, let me tell you today, if you never heard this before, or if you had in the past, it's good that I'm gonna kind of like recall them back to you again. So number one, increase fat storage. So once your estrogen drop, it shifts the level on, it shifts how your body actually store fat. So basically it's going to increase, especially around the place that we don't know. You and I, we don't like it. But just what, can you guess? Abdomen. And that's what happened. Around the abdomen, leading to change in the body shape. That's what happened, that we gain weight in different area. And you guys can see around our abdomen, and nobody like that. Okay, and that changed a little bit the shape of our body. Decreased muscle mass. We also experience that, you know, which can result in lower metabolism, making it easy to gain weight. So since our metabolism is getting low, it's easy. So that means when we eat, instead of body use the food as a fuel for energy, actually the body is just keep the fat, store them, you know. I don't know, for another use, I don't know. But there is a clue. There's something that we all need to do to change. It's just a signal that we need to signal back to our body how to use the fat storage, okay? How to use the fat that we're getting from the food. Instead of use them for fuel for energy, we don't want the body to store them as a fat, okay? Now, another thing that changed also is insulin sensitive changes, okay? Alteration in how our body processes sugar. Have you ever asked yourself why I'm craving sugar? All over the sun at 20, 40 or 45, and then I'm just craving sugar all the time? This is why, okay? This is the reason why you crave sugar. So alteration in how our body processes sugar can lead to weight gain as well, because the insulin, there is insulin sensitivity. Your body is like kind of confused how to use sugar again. Now, this factor can make weight management more challenging, but understand them is first. That's the first step to regain control. If you want to regain control of your health, understand this factor that I just mentioned is your first step. Now, there are also some myths that I like to debunk, okay? I know a lot of us, we're reading a lot, maybe we get information online and things so forth. But today I'm going to debunk some common myths for you. Myth number one is that weight gain during menopause is inevitable. That's not true. The truth is that while hormone change do contribute to weight gain, they don't dictate your fate, okay? Because this is why lifestyle choices, including diet and exercise, play a significant role. So it's not because I'm into menopause, automatically I'm going to gain weight. No. All right. Myth number two, all women experience menopause the same way. That's not true. Why? Because each woman experience is unique. Your experience vary. Your experience is unique from mine. Why? Because we are different. You are unique on your own. First of all, you are influenced by your genetic, your lifestyle, your overall health. This is where bio-individuality actually come into play. And that's one thing, you know, for some of you guys are already in Menopause Matters in our group. You guys hear me a lot talking about bio-individuality because it's so crucial. when you want to live healthy in this body, you got to know who you are. You have to know your unique body type, okay? So bioindividuality, we're gonna touch on that later on in this live. Myth number 3 said that dieting is the only answer. That's not true. The truth is that while nutrition is essential, right, focusing solely on diets without considering personalized strategy and overall wellness can lead to frustration. That's what you are frustrated right now. You try all diets around the world. You check all the books. People swear from this type of diet, it helped me, I lost like 20 pounds. But when you try, your girlfriend is good on it. When you try, it just, girl, it doesn't work for me. Why? What's that? Because your body is unique. Your body is different. So that's why every time when somebody shares something in the group, I keep telling you guys about individuality. They may share something that is work for them. Some people are on HRT and they love it, which is hormone replacement therapy. They like it. It worked for them. But then you try, you feel like, no, I have a lot of symptoms, because we're all different. So that's why it's good that we all find what is best for us. You can just copy what your friends is doing if that doesn't suitable for you and your body type, okay? And I'm here to help you do that. Now, let's go to the role. Actually, I'm gonna explain a little bit about individuality, why it's so crucial. By individuality basically means that understanding that each person has a unique need, responses, and circumstances, okay? What works for one person may not work for another. It's also like my food can be your poison. My medicine can be your poison, even though it's a medicine. You know, some people are great eating kale. Some people cannot tolerate kale. Some people can eat broccoli. Some people cannot. That's why it's so critical that you and I find what is best for us, okay? Now, what works for one person may not work for another. In this session, like we're going through it, we're going to explore how can you tailor your approach to weight management during menopause. But we have to consider, there's some other factors that I want you to consider, okay? Are you ready for this? Number 1, your metabolic type. What is your metabolic type? Are you a protein type? Are you a carbohydrate type? Or a mixed type? See, this is the crucial in our journey, ladies, as we hit menopause. If you don't know what your body type, you're going to struggle. You're going to spend a lot of money on all type of program. You're going to do a lot of diet that is not going to work for you. If you are someone that you want to know your body type, type on this live comment, say, body, I want, say, test. I call it metabolic self-assessment. Just say yes to self-assessment and put your email. And I will send you a PDF from where you can take that test. I promise you, it's an amazing thing to see actually what your body type. See, once you know what your body type is, then you know how to nourish your body effectively. But without that, you just like trying and error. You basically taking somebody else's plate. But normally, you're supposed to find your plate. Eat to live, because every bite, every time that we put something in our mouth, it counts. The food are not created equal. There's food that will give you energy. There are other food that actually will put you to the couch. Okay? So knowing your metabolic type is very important. Okay? So again, if you want to know, let me know. Say, hey, Coach Malaika, yes, I want to know my metabolic type, and just say yes and give me your email. All right? Now, that's one factor. The second factor is health issue and current condition. And that's one that I do when people come to me. They have total assessment first. I want to know what is going on now in your life. Okay? I also want to know your issue. What happened? I want to know all of those things, all of these phases in your life. So we can see what is going on right now, what went before, so we can, personalize an approach that is suitable just for you. All right? Another one is that lifestyle preferences, okay? I want to know, what is your lifestyle preference right now? Which one are you adopting right now? How is it working so far? Our last one is emotional wellness. It's very critical. As you see a human being, God created us in 3 parts. We have the spirit. Actually, you are the spirit, because you have the spirit of God. And then you have the body, and you also have a soul. Your soul is your will, your mind, and your emotion. And the other day I was telling you guys, menopause symptom touches your soul. Why? Because your soul, your emotion are part of your soul. That's why when we're going to have flashes, it's like it's like hell just get poured on us, okay? It's hot, okay? And then we become irritable. We act up on those behavior. And sometimes we may regret it, but we already get angry. According to science, actually, menopause symptom touch your brain chemistry. That's why it's very important that you and I, we make sure that we are spiritually fit, physically, mentally. Okay? All right. So after we can do that, so recognize that your body has its own set of needs, can empower you to make informed choices when it comes to this journey. That because it had to be something that resonates with you for your personal journey. Everybody is going to menopause. We all gone to the journey of menopause transition, right? But our journey is totally different. My journey is different because of my background, my lifestyle, you know, things that I'm doing, my background, what I'm told, what is my body type. Again, if you want to take that test, let me know. Say, hey, Coach Malaika, I want the self-assessment test, and then give me your email, okay? Now, over the next few days, that's why I'm so excited for this week. I don't want you guys to miss the live. And if you do, I'm going to put it also on YouTube. You can just, if you right now, you want to check us on the YouTube channel, is Menopause Matters Now. So every live that I'm doing, if you miss them here, you can have them in our channel, okay? So it's very important because, you know, when I was going through my own journey, ladies, it was so hard because I couldn't find what is suitable for me. Like every time I go and I look to people, right? Everybody say, oh, I use this A, Y, and Z. Then I try all of them. Okay, believe or not, when I went to school for nutrition, holistic nutrition, I studied over 100 dietary, okay, approach. And can you imagine? I mean, I put my whole family, like every week something different. You know, my husband, they'd be like, what is going on? Okay, what type of diet are we doing now? You know, we went to, because, and I appreciate my school because they want me to try every single one and find out, because if I didn't try, then I'm telling you, hey, let's customize your, you know, your meal plan right now. You know, let's do this one. Let's try this. But if I didn't even know what it is first, what it does to the body, how can I even refer you to that type of diet? So, but in my conclusion, and that's what they teach us in school, after you went through all of those 100 dietary, okay, I found out that nothing is suitable to your personality. It's not. Why? Because it's not you. You just dive in. I think that's all of us. That's what we're doing. We tap into this diet. We try it for a couple of days and be like, oh yeah, I'm okay, but you know, my energy is low. Oh, you know what? I tried this. My hot flashes just came back like in vengeance. Okay. So that's why if you know your metabolic type body, that's where you can start. If you know what type body you have, like some of you guys, I will tell you guys, some of you guys that joins us a little bit just right now. So your metabolic type, we have 3 types actually: protein type, carbohydrate type, or mixed type. Which one are you? Do you know your metabolic type? I don't think so. Some of you guys, I mean, when I was going through that, I said, wow, I can't believe it. When I take the test, just like, wow. So I know why when I see food, this type of food, my body just craving it. Like for us, you know, back in Africa, I am from Africa. I'm from Togo, West Africa. So our food are really rooted. We have a lot of roots in carbohydrate. I mean, we are loaded. Our plate is loaded in carbohydrate. Okay. So it depends. So all food affects, you know, like your background, where your parents, even what your mama ate when she was pregnant with you. Can you imagine? According to science, when you grow up, you're going to crave that one thing that your parents fed you back in the days. Okay. So that's why the metabolism test is very important. So again, if you want to know your metabolic type so you can nourish your body better, tap on this comment or comment on this live saying, Coach Malaika, I want to take the self-assessment type so I can know my body and nourish my body better, and give me your email so I can send you the text. Okay. Now, over the next few days, we will dive into more about the science behind menopause and weight gain. We're also going to talk about practical, personalized strategy to manage your weight. Real life stories, okay? From women who have navigated changes. You know, there's a lot of women that I work with, and I'm going to share with them. I'm going to share with you their journey and where they are, okay? And also, we're going to create, and I want you to stay tuned onto these 5 days. I really want you to be part of it. Because at the end, we're going to create an individualized action plan for sustainable health. I want you to feel your best, literally. Because this is the thing, menopause cannot define you. You are more than that. And I believe that the creator that actually have this plan, part of our journey, he's a good guy. Okay? If menopause is that evil, I don't think God's going to give it to us. That women, there will be time that you don't have cycle anymore. I don't know about you, but some of us, cycle is not fun at all either. Some of us have endometriosis issue. Some of us have like fibroid issue where we bleed more during our cycle. So God, on his own mindset, decide that, you know what, when you reach this type of time, officially 51, but it depends also. You can, some people go 60, some people is 55, it depends. But I'm gonna give you a pause. You know, and they said, I'm just gonna make you laugh now. They said menopause. That means men need to give us some time. I'm just kidding. But actually, but you know what? I think going to menopause is just a time where you kind of like think over back. You know, think about your life, set some boundary. You just know exactly, you know what, I raise my children. Probably that time you already raise your children. Or if it's not, or you're just about to hit your own life, and that's fine, because of us, some of us we are different. Our journey is different. Okay? We just have a lady post something saying that that's the lady that have a baby at 54 years old. Hey, anything is possible. I swear to God that I know anything is possible. Some of us guys are in our 40s, are 55, 45, and we are not settled yet. Probably we want to have family one day, but nourish your body. Knowing your body type, I think knowing your body type will actually help you to nourish your body better. Because then what that does is you are not chasing everybody else's plate, but you just focus on your plate. Because after the test, what you're going to realize is that you will realize why you crave it. If you're someone that craves carbohydrate, you will know why. If you crave fruit, a lot of time, you will know why. If you crave protein, you will know why. Okay? So I'm so excited for you guys, because, you know, I'm excited for what you're going to get, you know. And then we're going to dive into how you know this body type. If you are, for example, carbohydrate type, or if you mix, some people are mixed. That means they are carbohydrate and protein at the same time. A combination. You know, one time I was talking to my son, and he made a joke. He said, Mom, I'm a meat potato guy. And we laugh about that, you know, because he likes carbohydrate. But the thing is, if you liked it, maybe that's how you grew up. Now, how to combine those food together? You can't just have carbohydrate and meat and feel like your plate is not complete yet. Now, there is another secret code that I'm going to teach you, how you can combine what you like, what your body wants, tell you that you want, and to make it as something is sustainable. Does that make sense, lady? Just tap and say yes, or give me those like, please, okay? That actually keep the algorithm going. And when you do that, Facebook will like me more, okay? So thank you so much for being obedient. Now, I think, you know, when it comes to weight gain and weight loss, everybody think that there is the magic pill somewhere. There's no magic pill. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. There's no magic pill. You know, one thing that I decided, I said, you know, I'm not going to be a victim or be like, have something that I have to take it for my entire life. Some people choose the route of going for shot. Maybe it worked for them, that's them. But me, my personal, like as I am in my own life, I know me, that anything that will take me to be like a slave, I will resist that, okay? So, knowing your body type, nourish your body. I know some people will say, oh, maybe we take time, but just what is going to be sustainable, because you are not dependent on anything. Okay? Once you search that, once you educate yourself, once you know exactly how to nourish your body, that's the secret. It's not a diet anymore. It's your lifestyle. That's just how you eat. That's just how you nourish it. And you will see how much your body will serve you. You know, my professor always said, Joshua Risontel, he always said that when you give the body what the body needed, he said 99% the body will eat itself. And I believe that, because I went through that journey and I know exactly. Like I tell you guys, I've mastered with hypothyroidism. I never took any medicine for that. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot take medicine. If this is how your journey went, that's fine. Take the medicine, but also do other things, that other option that you know can help you out. Yeah, when people come to me, I have a lady that her was hypothyroidism, mine was hyperthyroidism. But you know, when you compare those symptoms, it's just a little bit differences. I mean, because mine is I'm producing too much, her, she doesn't. So it's kind of like opposite, okay? So what I have to do, I worked with her for 3 months, and we decreased all of that. She want to lose weight, she lost some weight. But what I found out is that a lot of us, we just don't know how to nourish the body. See, once you know how to nourish your body, any condition under heaven can be, you can get some type of relief, okay? But although it's natural, take a little bit long time, yes. Why? Because it's natural. Your body has to be used to it. Your body has to process the code, the information that you give in your body. And what I like about it is that anything that is natural, when it comes to food, the result is tangible. Like, if you eat burger every day for 28 days or 30 days, the result's gonna be there. I mean, the result is so predictable, okay? Now, if you have a balanced meal every day for 30 days, the result also is predictable. You're gonna be healthy, cholesterol will be down, diabetes will go down, your A1C will be down. Like I told you guys last week, like a client that I have came to me with 10 plus A1C, and we worked for 2 weeks, decreased that to 5.4. And what I did, I promise you, I went through the process with her, knowing her body type, how to nourish the body, and a little bit of encouragement in and out. You know, have a meal plan for her that is suitable for her body. And her body just like, thank you for feeding me. This is what I'll be wanted. Just what? When she went back to the doctor, he was shocked because he said, you know, I have all this for medicine for you, and you can take this for entire life. And my client just like, oh no, I'm not. You know, so it's just like seeing her to her journey of transformation, just amazing. That's how much power that you got. You can transform your body. No matter for me, any diagnosis, anything the doctor say about me, you got this. I said, thank you very much. I'm come home to see what is on my power. What can I do to make sure that this body is functioning properly? We all have option. I promise you that. There's a lot of, we all have option. Sometimes we just don't want to go through them. Sometimes we think it's so hard. That's why a coach comes into your environment. When you have a coach, we can help you do A, Y, and Z. We can hold your hand and say, you know what, come on, we can do it, okay? I don't know about you, but I like someone can put me to sit down and say, you know what, this is what we need to do. You know, like I told you guys, I have actually my good sister right now watching, you know, and I have and I'm giving you a shout out, sis. Business idea, you know, a lot of things go on. She just put me, sit down, right there, put things together. I promise you, that's how much a coach can do for you. The same thing, either is your business, is your health, we all need a coach. Every one of us in this, like how you see a basketball player, like successful people around the whole planet, how they become successful. You will hear them saying, a coach. They all have a coach. You know, it doesn't matter what you do. We all need a coach. Why? Because you know what? There's something that God put inside of you know, inside of each one of us, is that we have that accountability power. I can do A, Y, and Z by myself, right? But when someone else brings their own power and, you know, put that together with you, guess what? We all say that when we are together, we are stronger. Do you want to see stronger things happen to you in your business? Then I will tell you, hey, you know what? Reach out to my friend, my good friend, Miss Erika Lama. She will get you to your next level, okay? Do you want to feel better? Do you want to see powerful things happen into your health? You want to feel better? You want to work with your children, your great-grandchildren, be on the floor with them, play with them. Do you want to take control of menopause and come and see me? Because I walked that path before. I know that I can help you get where you want to be. One thing that I told myself, I said, Lord, as much as you live and you equip me every day, I don't want to become a stumbling block for my children. I don't want my children to say, you know what? Because of mom cannot move herself, she cannot wipe her butt, she can't take her own shower. So we have to, that it become like, I don't want to, literally every day I wake up, that's my prayer. I say, Lord, I don't want to be where I can't put my own pants. See, and I got this from my grandma. My grandma was like almost, I think 90 years old. If I'm not mistaken, 90 or 91 years old when she passed away. I promise you, none of us ever gave shower to my grandmother. She showered herself, washed her own clothes. I mean, you would go and say, Grandma, she said, no, 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 no. So I am claiming that on my own life. I don't want to be a burden to my children. I don't want to behold something and start shaking. You know what? We can today. Start today. It's not too late. You are 60, you are 65, you are 45, wherever you think you are 85. I see 85 people, 85. Like when I was in Korea and Italy, you will see these ladies in the gym, all biking. They have the full strength. See, that's the difference between going older and be weak versus going older but be strong, you know, and being a woman of strength. That means you know what you can do, you also know what you can do. And when you put those power together, you have someone that can take you from point A to point B. I promise you, nothing will stop you. You're unstoppable. You know, it doesn't matter. I told my kids, I said, listen, I want to be a sexy grandma looking good and full of life. I don't want to be that type of grandma, you know, but, oh, I can't do anything. I'm shit. No, I don't. That's why I have a responsibility to take over this body, this temple. It is a temple of God. If God, the Spirit of God living inside of me, we even high accountable, ladies, to take over this body. Because see, at the end of the day, when the trumpet sound, when we all, because one day it's going to be a judgment. When God opened those rooms and said, hey, I gave you this power, I gave you this, I gave you this, what have you done with? So your first thing, my first responsibility is to make sure that this body is thriving, is working. Because if you sick right now, you are not going to be any good for me. If my sister right now is sick, maybe I need her for something, she cannot help me. That's why we need to be healthy. Because there's something that we all should do. It's like, you know, God put on this network, right? And your gifts will honor my gift. But if we all sick and we can't help each other, so that's why my passion is right there with you guys, lady. I want you to live your best life. That's why every day I wake up, I'm praying for you, first of all, before I come here. And I'm also praying that the Lord give you the strength, the wisdom, knowledge. That's what I'm bringing to you. And I'm praying that God give you the understanding of what I'm saying. Because you can apply what you don't know. You can apply what you don't understand. Then I'm praying for wisdom. So when I'm saying something to you, I want you to understand them, take them, apply them, and watch God working in your life. I know it's going to work. Because I am right here, I can tell you, I'm a testimony to that. Because God did that for me. All of those diagnoses that I got, you know, a couple years, you know, like one time, which is like one after another. You got this and you got that. I said, oh, no, I'm not. But one thing I do know that I need to take care of this body. And I'm responsible for what happened to this body. Okay? Can we say that? Can we take that responsibility today? Can we pat ourselves on this chest and say, you know what? I am me. God created me, beautiful and wonderful made. And I'm responsible for what happened. See, once you make that type of declaration, now it becomes something that you have to do. And I'm not saying that to whoop yourself up. You know, someday I may not eat salad some days. But I make sure that throughout the week, I compensate somewhere. Okay? I'm not saying that to be like this good where everything had to be, you know, no. Give yourself some grace. You know, like you go somewhere, they invite you for a birthday party. It's okay. Go eat. Okay? But when you come home, I call it 80-20 rule. Make sure that you always have that 80% of things in your home. Then when you go out, your 20% is okay. It's not going to affect you. That's why you and I, we have to make sure that we do our part. Because if you don't do your part, it's going to be an issue. You see what I'm saying? If you don't do your part, it's going to be an issue. Okay? So, okay, I'll be there. Tell her it's 8. I'll be there. Honey, I am live right now, but I'll be there. Sorry, ladies. I have my client that is waiting for me, but I'm going to finish the live. It's 8. She's a little bit early, but that's fine. All right. Now, I do want you to join me today for this fundamental discussion because this is why menopause and weight gain. Remember, you are not alone on this journey, okay? And you guys know, listen, we are live, right? So whatever happened behind the scene, you're going to hear it. So that's live. That's just, that's live. But thank God. We can uncover the tool to help you thrive during this transition. You are not alone at all. On our next session, though, I want you to take note. We will dive into the science behind menopause. That's going to be tomorrow. And I want you to be present because you are going to get a lot of nuggets, okay? How did change impact your body? We're also going to think about, and I want you today, as we go into your journey, as you go into your day, think about your experience and question that related to this topic. If you can't lose weight, if you have an issue with weight, I want you to ask me a question. I'm opening the floor to you, you know, for Q&A. And also, although I'm a busy woman, as you can see, my husband just came and tell me my client is right there waiting for me. I have a client today at 8 a.m., but she's a little bit early because I told her 8. But anyway, I can answer you some question when I finish with my client, finish my session. I can go in and answer you some question, whatever you have. But tomorrow, I do also want you to bring your question. I'm going to address them during the live. Okay, is that good, ladies? So continue to support each other because it's very critical that we support each other. I need you, you need me. Together, we are stronger. Okay, I love you and thank you so much. Thank you for some of you guys that being here. I am just so grateful for you guys. And also, please drop your email so I can go in and send you the metabolic self-assessment test so you can take it. Okay. All right. Ciao for now. Bye.